Great. Good afternoon, and welcome to Pinhole Quilting live on location near Wallsend in the northeast of England. And from one quilt diva to, there's Jane and I over here, Pete. You're going to have a look. This is Jane's Longarm Quilting Studio. And this is where Jane works from to quilt for other people, as well as yourself.
It is.
So, Jane Ritchie of Jane's Longarm Quilting Studio. And we're up here basically installing a second frame. So welcome to us, I suppose. Welcome to everybody else, but hello to you, Jane.
Hello.
Yeah. And we haven't done anything like this live on Facebook with you before. So I think it'd be great to sort of share some of the things that we've got here in terms of your setup and how you started doing long arming and a bit more about your long arm journey. So we've got two machines here. It's quite unusual, but actually increasingly people are investing in two machines. So tell me about how you started on quilting.
On quilting, well, I've been quilting for a long, long time and always wanted to finish my own quilts.
Right.
So my sister and I had a dream that one day we'd have our own business.
Yeah.
And unfortunately lost my sister.
Yes.
But then that pushed me to follow that dream.
Yeah, fantastic.
And I'd seen a lot of different machines at a lot of the shows. And we'd looked at a lot of the machines at the shows and found Liz and Pete and knew their ethics and, you know,
the thing about pinhole quilting.
Pinhole quilting is, you know, you put into your customers and you give that.
Well, we hope we provide a service.
You do provide a service, a fantastic service, not just giving the machine over. There's the, you know, tutoring after. There's lots of classes you can do, which are absolutely fantastic. And so I started with one machine. Yeah. Without Pro Stitcher, and very, very quickly got very busy, and then got Pro Stitcher and got extremely busy.
Yes. So you've gone from from nothing to doing long arming, where you're quilting for other people as well as yourself.
Yeah.
Following that dream that you had.
Yeah, absolutely. So, following that dream, making it a reality. Yeah. Working from home, taking care of my grandson. Yes. Around working from home. Yeah. And my sister and I always wanted to offer a service where people could come and quilt their own quilts because that's what we wanted to do. Yes. We wanted to be able to start our quilt and finish it. Mm-hmm. And so I've had a few people now come and quilt their own quilts, but while they're quilting, I couldn't. So yes. Hence why we now have two machines. Yes. Two machines.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think having that flexibility, and I think it's one of the things, isn't it, that, I mean, Pete and I know this and you know it as well. Yeah. Finishing your own quilts is a really important thing for a lot of people. Not everybody. Yeah. Some people just love the piecing and they just want to hand it over. And that's fine. And obviously you offer that service too. But for those people who maybe have more of an artistic bent or just want to see the whole process through, what you're able to now offer is a second machine that they can do that on.
They can come and do.
Absolutely. And also for you, you know, your own artistic endeavours. Yeah, exactly. We talked about Dream Big, which is a lovely...
I've got a little pile.
Yeah, I think we've all got our own UFOs, haven't we? And if we're quilting for other people, and I see that a lot,
they go to the back.
They just go to the back of the queue, and you never get onto it because there's a customer quilt on the machine.
Absolutely.
So this will give you as well your own sort of outlet for your creativity.
Absolutely.
And you mentioned, you know, working from home. So this is basically your studio at the back of your house.
It's
a fantastic studio.
Yeah.
The space,
I'm very lucky.
Yeah, I'm very lucky. But you've worked hard at it. You know, we've got this lovely light room. It's beautifully designed. I mean, it's one of the things that strikes you when you come in is it's full of light. It feels spacious and airy. What a lovely space to come to and be creative and finish your quilts. So this is a really nice place to be able to come. And for you, I'm sure it's a bit of a respite as well, as quilting is a bit of a therapy.
Very much a therapy.
Yes. So, I mean, you mentioned about your grandson, so you're now his carer.
Yeah.
And so actually having the flexibility to be able to walk in here, if anything happens with him, you can look after him.
He knocks at the door if he needs me, because he knows if I've got a pinny on, I'm working. So he'll knock on the door and just wait. But that flexibility is fantastic. To be able to do this, do something I absolutely love.
And having and sharing that sort of experience that you've now got with quilting for others, with people who are going to come in, you can discuss, we were discussing earlier, how you've got the pattern books, you'll be able to sort of look at the patterns that they might, be interested in doing that fits the quilts. You've got the experience of doing that now, having done so many quilts. And can we just say that, Jane, you have quilted a lot. We looked at the number of hours that are on that machine, and it is quite significant. It's like 55 million stitches and 900 and something hours. That's a lot of time spent here. But that's contributing to basically the experience that people will have when they come to see you. Is the knowledge of all the quilts that you've made and help people finish. So it's a fantastic service that you offer, and I wish you all the best with this. This addition to the service that you can provide. It's absolutely brilliant. And you're going to still be doing, obviously, the computerized quilting and Pro Stitcher for you.
Pro Stitcher,
the key thing, right?
Pro Stitcher's my bread and butter.
Yes, absolutely.
And it was clear very early on that it was a necessity.
Yes. So as I recall, I mean, we're talking in terms of you getting the first machine, quilting from the back and doing free motion quilting. That was 2019. Then COVID hit in 2020. So you were able to install the machine, the Pro Stitcher. Because we couldn't travel at that time, right?
No,
so you bought it and we kind of went, and we did sort of Zoom and things so that we could get you started. And you've just taken off and done it from there. So it's one of the lovely things about Pro Stitcher is actually when you're doing predominantly edge to edge, it's very intuitive, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. But it was really lovely to come recently to Linda's classes and do the Pro Stitcher because, I knew there was a lot more it could do, but it did what I needed it to do at the time, and I just didn't have the time prior to that. But it just worked when my husband was home. He could take care of the grandson, and I could come and have 3 lovely days.
Yes, this was a real treat, wasn't it?
Oh, absolutely.
Because obviously you've got that caring responsibility is really 24/7.
It is.
While you're here and looking after him.
So it was absolutely lovely to be able to come and switch off from. Talking of which, grandma duties.
Hi.
Not right now.
Brilliant. So it's so lovely. So it's so important, isn't it, having that flexibility?
Don't worry about. No, sort it. Watch your fingers. Good lad.
But it just kind of illustrates, doesn't it?
Don't worry.
Okay. Brilliant. He sorted the door. So, but it just indicates actually the fact that you're here on site with him. You know that everything's good.
Everything's good.
And that's so important.
Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
Yeah. Shall we say hello to a few people? Pete, you are online. And
there are some people online, but we haven't got any comments yet.
No. Oh, fantastic. Okay. All right. So, I mean, the other thing is, your inspiration and, coming down to festival of quilts and stuff like that. Are you able to do that? Will you be coming down to festival?
Yes. Hopefully when Grandad comes home permanently this year, I will be able to go to a lot more of the shows and stuff. And even just within my local community, go and see some of the local groups and let them know what's here, what I offer. Yeah.
So if people are interested in using the service you're going to be offering, which is the ability to be able to quilt the quilt, finish the quilts themselves, quilting either free motion quilting or quilting from the back.
Or rulers.
Or ruler work. So because you're here on hand, you can teach them how to do that. if they want to get in touch with you, how are they able to do that? What have you got a website?
I have a Facebook page, Jane's Longarm Quilting Studio, and also Instagram.
Yes. Same handle.
Yeah.
Yeah, great. So if anybody's interested in doing that, check out Jane's pages. And also we'll put a link on our Facebook as well so that you can have a look and get in touch with Jane. If you're up in this area, it'd be a really good way to finish your own quilts. And it is a beautiful space. I'd be quite happy staying here and just hanging out with you for a few days, get a few of my quilts finished as well, since Pete and I are on the road. So Jane is part of our trip that we've been doing. We started off by going up the northwest side of England and then getting into Scotland, seeing a few customers there, including our Moxie mentor, Joe Avery, up near Linlithgow. We then yesterday did an installation of a pro stitcher with Veronica in Edinburgh, and then we've headed down here today. Tomorrow I think we've got a couple of days off. I think it's got a weekend, isn't it, Pete? We've got one. And then on Monday we're seeing another customer and a couple of other things that we're doing on our way home before we get home sometime on Tuesday. So it's been an extended trip, but it's great that we've been able to do that and cover some installations and servicing with some of our lovely customers up in the northwest, northeast and Scotland. So Pete, anything else that you want to add to that? No, I think, well, listen, we just wanted to show you Jane's setup that we've been doing here. We just would like to wish everybody a lovely weekend and happy quilting, whatever you've got on your frame at the moment or whether you're piecing. Enjoy. It's the kind of weather, to be honest, where we're quite happy to be indoors. And doing quilting is one of those things that is not just a therapy for the mind and sort of creative side, but actually it's just nicer being inside, quite frankly. And this is a lovely spot to be. So we'll catch up with you next Friday. We'll be able to do that online, and we'll see you on Facebook Live 3 p.m. next Friday. Happy quilting, everybody. Bye.
Bye.